Hey everyone, J-Rod Plays here. Just want to go over a quick video on how to one-shot the first boss in the Warlord's Ruin dungeon before Bungie patches it. That way you can get in some runs. You can maybe even work on your solo flawless or just your solo in general. This is a good way to kind of skip forward and skip past the first boss. Probably takes about the same amount of time as, unless you get lucky, to kill the boss yourself. So it's not necessarily going to be like the biggest time saver in the world because you have to get it kind of perfect. If you get it just too far off to the left or to the right when you bounce him, then he'll end up touching the ground, and when he touches the ground, he's going to respawn back. Even though it looks like he's about to die, he'll respawn back up on top. As you can see kind of here in the background footage that I have, I got him really good on the very first try. Like, I just barely got into the dungeon, and then it took me a while to get him from there. It took me maybe about 30 minutes maximum in tries the first time I did it, and then this time it took me about 20 to 25 minutes, so it's still about a 20 to 25 minute time investment, but it's way better than struggling over and over again to try to hit his damage and kind of worrying about that. Sometimes you get lucky and you get it done in 5 to 10 minutes, and if you're really good at it and you get it down pat, you can probably do that regularly, so you can farm some weapons, some armor, things like that that you normally wouldn't be able to get into this run. And now I'm going to talk about the run itself that I actually got him knocked off. So as you see here, I'm positioning him with the small lurkers around him, and you can push the lurkers around when you're invisible. My build that I did, I used my build that I always use when I'm doing any kind of like a solo flawless or solo encounter and I'm trying to position bosses. I use a hunter with a graviton forfeit build so that I can stay invisible almost indefinitely, and what that does is that allows me to pick at everything around me. You can pick at them with an auto. I was using a hand cannon with explosive payload to kind of knock them into position and stun them so that way I didn't die when they were doing damage. You can also get these guys, these lurkers, ready to be finished if you just hit all of them in a group with your dive. And so you hit them with your dive, you're going to suppress them, they're going to be kind of lost, and then everything's going to go to where the last time that you dived was, so it's going to be a nice way to group them up. And so periodically you're going to want to also just be ready for the teleport. Once you get out of the teleport, you're going to try to get back into the middle as quickly as possible, because the more time you spend on the sides, the more boss gets out of position. And you can see here I actually knocked him and pushed him in this particular spot, but since I didn't get him perfectly, he's going to come back, and he'll always usually come back either on one of the sides or in the middle. And so there he is in the back there. There's even some footage that I have of me pushing him all the way to the back of the room where the cages are, and it looked kind of funny, but it didn't help me out. And so the time that I actually did get him, though, you're going to want to try to position the lurker either to the side of him, just slightly behind him, or directly across from you. If you can get him directly across from you and you hit him with that, then for sure you're going to bounce him. And the way that you'll know is once he's not there anymore, you're going to look up, and then you're going to see him just like all the way at the edge of the screen, just flying straight back. And that's how you know you got him. And in this case, you'll see that I end up watching him. I launch him, and then I watch him disappear. And the reason why I'm watching him is because I want to see where he's actually going to go. And the time that I did get him, I got him in between another lurker, and it was off to his left, which launched him to the direction that I needed him to go. And he basically didn't touch anything on the floor. Everything was still attacking you, so you still got to make sure you survive. But as you see, it's going to start disappearing, and then you get the Chimera pop up, and you're going to get teleported into your final gel cell, so where you can actually start to try to get the loot. So you still got to do the gel puzzle to get the loot. But other than that, that's pretty much the whole video. I'm going to put the run that I actually killed him on in there so you can kind of see what the struggle looks like. It'll be an extra like 3 minutes or so if you want to check it out. And do your best to try to get him lined up. Thanks very much, guys, for watching again. Sorry for the slow progress. I've been pretty busy on videos lately, as far as, should I say, busy not being able to make videos. And so I've only gotten really the Guardian rank stuff up. I still want to get some of the coil stuff up. I still want to get some of the weekly guides, if there's anything worthwhile, for example, for a weekly guide. Right now it's been pretty straightforward, like do old content kind of stuff. It was a lot better during Season of the Witch because there was a lot of hidden stuff to put out there. And since there's not a lot of hidden stuff to put out there in this video, that's why I haven't really been able to kind of get a whole bunch of cadence of videos out there. But thanks very much for sticking with me. I hope you guys get this easy clear, get this easy loot, and I'll see you guys in the next video.
was that? I just got a spike of weird Taken energy.
That was a chimera. It must be the Ahamkara's avatar.